Hey everyone, it's Robert Weinberg, your mortgage advisor and financial coach. I've had a lot of recent conversations with potential clients that are kind of stuck in a position between a rock and a hard place. They want to get credit, they've tried to take out loans, credit lines, and whatnot to build their credit, but they keep getting denied because they don't have any credit. So what do? And I wanted to record this short video to give you some of my top tips, techniques, and tools that you can use to establish credit from scratch. So the first thing is going to be secured credit cards. What secured credit cards are credit cards that you have to actually put up collateral like a deposit in order to get them. So what happens oftentimes is a bank won't be willing to give you an unsecured credit card, but they will give you a credit card if you put a deposit on with them. So the way it looks is, you open a savings account with a bank with, let's say, $500, and then they'll give you a credit line for $400 or $450 that's secured by that account that you have with them. So what it does for the bank is it acts as a risk mitigator. In case you don't pay the money back, they will actually take the money out of the bank account that you have with them or the collateral that you have with them in order to make that payment. So it does protect them, and it's one of the best ways that you can use if you don't have credit to actually establish some. Usually the credit lines are between $200 and $500. And like I said, they're backed by a depository account typically, and you'll want to check with your your bank or credit union, any financial institution that you deal with, to see if they offer secured credit lines. Many do. I'll also put some information in the description section of this video with some links that you can use for some online secured credit lines. You also want to be 100% certain that the secured credit line that you're getting does report to at least one of the credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. If they report to more than one, that's great, but if they don't report to the credit bureaus, you're wasting your time. Be certain that the secured credit line and the creditor you're dealing with does report to at least one credit bureau in order to make sure that it'll enhance your credit score. Next tip is going to be authorized user accounts. So the way that an authorized user works is that you may have someone, a friend, a family, colleague, that has a credit card, that has good credit, pays on time, has had it for several years, and what authorized user allows you to do is quote-unquote piggyback off of their credit card history. So what they can do is actually call or go online to the credit card company and ask to have you added as an authorized user. It does not cost anything. There's no fees or penalties for doing that. And they'll give your information, like your name, your date of birth, and whatnot, so they can report it on your credit bureau. And what it'll actually do is take the history that they've had on that credit line, and it'll report it onto your credit score, as well as your credit report. Now, this doesn't work as well as it did 5 or 10 years ago because underwriters and credit bureaus got wind that a lot of people were doing this to manipulate their credit score, so they changed the credit algorithm. So it doesn't count as much as if it was your own credit line, but it will help add 5 or 10 points here or there, which obviously in the pursuit of building your credit from scratch is definitely a huge plus that you'll want to utilize. The next tool that I want to share with you is called Self-Lender. Now, this is something I've been using with my clients for about the last year and a half or so, and Self-Lender has two parts to it. And first of all, it's a free credit monitoring service, which is great if you're not already using one of the other online free tools. They have a great credit monitoring that'll track on a monthly basis your credit score and help you to see whether it's going up or down. The main thing that I use Self-Lender with clients for is their credit builder program. So the way the credit builder program works is they allow you to set up what I would look at as like an installment loan with them. So it's like a bank account or a CD that you set up with them, and you put an agreement together that'll say that you're going to deposit, for example, $25 or $30 a month into this account with them. The way that it works is every time that you deposit this money on schedule, they actually report it to several of the credit bureaus as if it's an installment loan. So at the end of the term with them, whether it's a 12 or 24 or 36 month term that you set up with them, they give you that money back minus their small amount of fees that they take for doing this service. So you're actually, in essence, lending yourself money. But what they're doing is they're using that as a way to build up credit history for you, and they're reporting it to the credit bureaus. Now, there's no credit check or no minimum credit score at all with Self-Lender, and I will put the link in the description in the information section of the video so you can check it out for yourself and see about opening an account with them. Most of the clients that I've used, or I should say that have used Self-Lender, credit scores have gone up anywhere from 20 to 50 points within a 60 to 90 day period. So of all the different tips and techniques we'll we'll talk about, this is definitely the most effective from my recent experience with it, and it can give you that boost or that quick jolt that you may need to move up from not being able to qualify for a home to the point where you're actually able to qualify for a home loan. The next part of the credit building strategy is going to be paying all your accounts on time. This is without, really without needing to be said, but I always like to mention it. Any accounts that you do have, even if it's like one auto loan or a student loan or something, maybe you have 1 or 2 accounts on your credit, just make sure that they're paid on time. No payments more than 30 days late. That's going to erase all the good that you're doing. And typically by having 1 30-day late on your credit report, it can knock your score down as much as 80 points. So you want to be 100% certain that every single month, your credit cards and your different accounts that you have are paid on time. If they're a few days late, that's not going to affect your credit, but anything more than 30 days late will affect your credit. And last but not least on this video, let's talk about collection. So if you're building credit from scratch, maybe you don't have any at all, or maybe you have some old accounts that are negative, that are old, that are collection accounts. What do you do with those? I just spoke with a client who told me they paid a collection account off that was on their credit report because they thought that's what they were supposed to do. But actually, that was a bad move. Once accounts go into collections, the damage is done, as I say. The only thing that you can do to improve your credit at that point is what is called a pay for deletion. So if you're going to pay off an old collection account, you want to talk to the creditor and communicate with them ahead of time and let them know, I will pay this account to you in full, but in exchange for doing that, I need a guarantee from you in writing that you're going to delete the account off my credit reports and delete it from the credit bureaus. If they won't give that to you in writing, you might as well just leave the collection account as is. It's not going to help you at all to pay it off. But if they will be willing to give that to you in writing, then that's the only instance that I would recommend that you pay a collection account. Again, it's called pay for deletion. So I hope this has been of value to you. I'm talking about a lot of unconventional methods and boot-on-the-ground strategies that I use with my clients every day, helping them get ready and build their credit from scratch so they can be ready to buy or refinance a property. So if it's been of value, please like this post, share, comment. And I do posts like this every single week with the most cutting edge and innovative strategies when it comes to credit building, home buying, refinancing, and all the information that you need to make the best decisions when it comes to all that. So please subscribe to my channel on YouTube or Instagram by clicking the links below. You can click the bell button on YouTube. You can click the green subscribe button there on YouTube as well. And again, please like, share, comment, subscribe for more. And also check me out on all the different social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, WordPress. I'm on them all. And I publish out videos every week with the best information when it comes to buying a home and getting financed. As always, you can contact my office as well with any questions, concerns, or if you would like a consultation on getting approved to buy or refinance your home. We'll talk to you soon, and I hope this has been of value. Take care.